Not enough organizations invest the time or the money to really help managers improve the collaboration and the effectiveness of their teams. It's just a fact. Everybody wants high-performing teams, but most organizations do pretty little to actually give people the knowledge and the skills to make it happen. But as a manager, there are some things that you can do to help your team to level up its performance, to level up its collaboration. And one of those things, surprisingly, is to start a book group. Now, before you roll your eyes or picture a group of people that are awkwardly pretending to have read the assigned chapters, it is not that kind of book club. This is a practical, strategic move to grow your team's shared knowledge, have meaningful conversations, and embed effective practices that truly make your team better together. Now, by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to start a fun and educational book club with your team. Welcome to the Modern Manager. I am Mamie Canfor-Stewart, and every week I share tips and strategies to help you be a rockstar manager with a thriving team. So please hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Step one, obviously, is to pick the right book. You have got to choose a book that people are excited about reading, which means you want to choose something that aligns with a challenge that your team is currently facing or a skill that you're collectively trying to develop. For example, if you are working on improving your communication, you might want to check out Crucial Conversations. Or if you need to get better at giving and receiving feedback, everybody needs to get better at giving and receiving feedback, check out Radical Candor. If you want to strengthen trust, maybe The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team could be the right book for you. Or if you're trying to improve your time management and personal effectiveness, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People can never be a wrong choice. Now, when selecting a book, it's not just the topic that matters. It's also the style of the writing. So you want to look for a few different books that address the subject, and then invite your team to vote from that shortlist. They can read reviews or check out sample chapters online so that they can get a sense of which book they think will be the most useful and enjoyable. And pay attention to some other things, like whether there's an audiobook, so people who prefer to listen will have access to that. Or if the book is available in different languages, if that's applicable to your team. And some books even come with discussion guides, which might be really helpful when you're first getting started with the book club. Now, by giving everyone a say up front and accommodating different needs, there will be more buy-in from the beginning, which is exactly what you need to kick off your book club on the right foot. Step 2 is you want to choose the cadence that works for your team. Now, while you can go at any speed that feels right for your team, my recommendation is 1 or 2 books per year. That's because you want to have ample time for people to really engage in the ideas and try out new behaviors, and you want those behaviors to stick. So if you're moving too quickly, you're not giving people enough time to really live into the ideas. And if the reading feels overwhelming, then people are going to fall behind and then not be part of the discussion, and everything is going to kind of come to a halt. So the whole point is not just to have new insights and have everybody participating, but also to truly change behavior. So you have to decide how often you're going to meet. My recommendation is once or twice a month. Then get the book, break it into manageable chunks, maybe 1 or 2 chapters per session, depending on the density of the book and the style of writing and how long they are. And then schedule your sessions and note which chapters will be discussed so that everybody can follow along. Make sure those chapters are listed in your calendar invites. Step 3, make it a conversation. You do not need to recap every chapter or discuss every idea or go page by page. You really want to focus your discussion around the practical takeaways. Things like what resonated for you and how could we apply this idea to our work? And what's one small experiment we could try based on what we read? Following that flow, what you're doing is segmenting the conversation into 3 parts. And this will allow you to keep the conversation grounded in the real work and not just the theoretical ideas. So part 1, what resonated? Many of us treat books, myself included, plenty of times, as if I'm a sponge just trying to soak up all the knowledge. And it's too easy to just read that book and never pause to really reflect on what you're learning. So the first thing you want to do is get people thinking about what stood out for them. What insights did they draw and what is exciting to them? Then shift into part 2. How might we apply these ideas? A lot of books include those suggested actions at the end of the chapter. But again, speaking for myself, it's really easy to just skim through those pages instead of really considering what actions make sense for me or what actions make sense for our team. Here, you're brainstorming how the insights and the ideas that you've just learned about could be put into actual use in your context. What are the new behaviors you might want to try? What projects could these new behaviors be helpful for? Or what situations do you want people to behave differently in? You're not making any decisions. You are literally just exploring what might be. Then finally, part 3, what are we actually going to do about it? This is where we get to the point of deciding on the right next steps. And here, again, is where most book clubs fail. And actually, most readers fail. We stop at, oh, that was such a good discussion. Ooh, I learned so much. But your goal is implementation. So agree on one action or one experiment that the team is going to try before your next meeting. This helps move concepts from being nice ideas into actual practices that can transform your teamwork. The key to getting actions to stick is that you have to have opportunities for check-ins between your sessions. So consider things like creating a Slack channel for midweek reflections or asking for successes and struggles at other team meetings. You might even want to run an after-action review every few weeks or on your off weeks from your book group just to see how these new behaviors are faring. Because what happens outside of the book club is just as important what is happening in the book club discussion itself. When you build your book club around shared growth, it really becomes more than just a nice thing to do as a team. It becomes a habit. It becomes part of your culture of reflection and discussion and improvement. And it's a way to nurture leadership at every level, to really foster and improve your collaboration and continuously sharpen your team's strengths. So what do you think your team will be reading next? If you want help selecting a book or structuring your book group, I've got a free book club kickoff guide, and I've linked it down below. So grab the guide and be sure to hit subscribe while you're here so you never miss a video.